Hi Leo! So this is going to be your general reading for the month of November 2021. We are just going to see what general energies are coming in for you this month. I love doing, I've really started to like doing these general readings because the 5 other signs I've done, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, Aries, it's like you just don't know what's going to come out. You don't know if it's going to turn into a love reading, a career reading, a personal, like, spiritual reading, like, you just never know. So these are always so cool to do to me. So if you have Leo in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, then this reading can definitely be for you. Just keep in mind, because it is a general reading and I'm reading for the collective, everything may not resonate. None of it may resonate, but take what applies and then let the rest fly if it doesn't apply. So yeah. So, and if you aren't sure like what your sun, moon, or rising is, I will go ahead and link a website down below that I've been using for 10 years. And this is the site that I use to determine people's sun, moon, and rising. So yeah, check it out if you are not sure. All right, so what general energies are coming in for my Leos for the month of November 2021? Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, followed by the Page of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Oh, Leo! Okay, Leo, hold on now. The Lovers card has not popped out in any of my readings, honey. Ooh. And if you know anything about me, if you don't, you're going to find out I love love. Oh my gosh, it makes me so excited. I love seeing people in love. I love hearing relationship origin stories. It just really fascinates me so much. So, oh, geez. Okay. I feel like I can't take any of these because it's just too many flew out. So also what you should know about me is that when I'm shuffling, I do take jumpers, and those are jumpers just mean cards that fly out. Ideally, I like for 1 to come out, but that's not always the case. The most I like to take is 2. Anything more than 2 is I just generally put back. Occasionally, oh, this came out. Occasionally, I will take 3 if it just seems to make sense, but yeah, generally no. So let's see. Okay. Oh, this one came out too. Very interesting. A very interesting spread, Leo. So let's see what is going on for you. So for the overall energy for the month of November 2021, Leo, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And this can indicate, it says it can indicate putting like tremendous pressure on yourself to succeed, or like having perfectionist tendencies that, can lead to extreme exhaustion and burnout. So, it does say, try to take on only what you can handle without judging your productivity or comparing yourself to others. And basically balancing activities that bring you joy with those that must be done and saying no to the rest. So, what's going on, Leo? Are you feeling like you got a lot going on and you're trying to live up to certain expectations? You're trying to do a lot right now and it's burning you out? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Let's see what the rest of the messages are saying and how this overall energy ties into what this spread is saying. All right, so the first row here, you have the Page of Cups clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups actually talks about being open to receiving messages, particularly messages from spirit or messages from your higher self, just being open to it in general. So you might just be noticing signs everywhere. Maybe you're noticing the same time on the clock every day, or maybe when you're driving, you notice the same sequence of numbers on you know, license plates or something like that. Those are just examples. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's happening, but it just to give you an idea of how like messages can come in from the divine and just being open to receiving those. And the Knight of Pentacles, it really talks about like setting goals and like taking realistic action and like steps to avoid burnout. You know, so I think it's really interesting that like the overall energy is like talking about like, you know, you feeling burnt out and like overworking yourself due to like perfectionists, like wanting to be a perfectionist, or like having these ideal like, you know, expectations of how you should be doing things. And like the very first row is telling you like, listen, be open to receiving a message, like, or receiving messages from the divine, or this can also mean just receiving messages from other people. So maybe this is like me giving you the message that you need right now. And just saying like, hey, it's being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And this talks about like setting realistic goals and like, you know, sticking to it, like, so it can transform into a successful daily practice. So that way you can avoid burnout. You can avoid overworking yourself. So, I mean, take it as it resonates. So the next row here, you have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Four of Cups. So the Ten of Pentacles is literally like the ultimate family card, right? It represents like, you know, like togetherness, generational wealth, just like inheritance, just like this solid family, you know, spending time with people that you love. Like it's like the ultimate family card, okay? But right now it's clarified by the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups talks about like pretty much like you're kind of bored. So I'm wondering, Leo, are you kind of bored right now? Like maybe you have a family, I don't know, and maybe you just like, I don't know, maybe you're just having like these feelings of like, all right, like whatever, like I don't know, take it as it resonates. But if you look at the, if this can focus, oh geez, I guess it's just not good. So yeah, so if you look at the Four of Cups card, you can see that like, come on, bro. So this person has 3 cups in front of them, and then there's an extra cup that's like being handed over to them. Like and this kind of represents like an extra cup being handed to you like by the divine. And so, you know, maybe right now, like you're just kind of, maybe there is like, you know, this sort of like routine that you have in place that has you just kind of like bored right now, or just like meh when it comes to the whole like family life deal. But I think something's going to happen. I think this cup that's being handed to you by the divine, like maybe something's going to happen that's going to get you excited again about like, this is it. Like for those of you that have a family, maybe like I said, like maybe you're just feeling like meh, like towards the whole idea of it, like meh, like, you know, like you're just so used to it and like you just, it is what it is. It's just like meh. But you know, perhaps something is coming in for you that's going to get you excited about it again. Like, and it's not to say that you don't appreciate your family, but I think when we get so stuck I think when we get stuck in like a certain routine, that eventually like it could lead to feelings of like apathy, in a sense, like, nah, all right, like, you know, it's just, there's no excitement around it, I guess. But maybe something's coming in that's going to get you to get that spark back, and that's going to get you excited again about this family unit. Or it could also mean like, if you don't have a family, maybe that's one of your ultimate goals. Maybe one of your ultimate goals is to have a family, but maybe right now the dating scene is just so trash. Maybe you're just like, oh my God, like what, like I'm over it. Like, is this even attainable anymore? Like, does this even exist anymore? Like the options that I have are so trash. Like, and I think what this is saying is like, as long as you just keep an open mind to it, like, you'll be able to get this, Leo. One day you will. Like, you'll be able to have the family, you'll be able to have that family inheritance, and you'll have this solid family foundation of a family that you'll create on your own. So, you know, take it as it resonates. 2 totally different messages for if you have a family and if you don't have one yet. So, And then this last row here, you have the Lovers and the Magician. So the Lovers talks about like relationship, like alignment, but it doesn't always have to mean relationship because obviously not everyone is in a relationship, right? So I think if you aren't in a relationship, it could just be talking about like, you know, learning how to balance like that feminine and that male energy. I'm sorry, just learning how to balance that feminine and that masculine energy within yourself to create like balance. And the fact that it's clarified by the Magician, which talks about like manifestation, like being a powerful manifester, with you being like getting to a place where you're working on or learning how to master like your feminine and masculine energy. It's manifesting a partner for you that you might not even realize it. Like you might be manifesting a partner that is super well suited for you because you've managed to balance your feminine and masculine energy and you are whole, like you're becoming whole, you feel confident, and you're attracting someone that's on that level. It could mean that. And then if you're with someone, this could talk about like just being more powerful than you know. Like, you know, if you and your partner have been in a place where you guys maybe have not been like on the same page or anything, this could be saying that you are a powerful manifester and you are manifesting healthy communication between you and your partner. You know, a relationship that not only has healthy communication but also has mutual respect as well. So, I mean, this is really good. And I think it's interesting because these are both major arcanas. So this is a big deal. Like this is a big moment in your life, whether you realize it or not. You know, so again, like if you're single, you are balancing those feminine and masculine energies within yourself. You're raising your vibration and ultimately you're manifesting a partner to come into your life that's going to match that energy with you. And if you're with someone, then this could just mean that you're also raising your vibration, and it will lead to healthier communication between you and your partner, and again, mutual respect as well. So very beautiful. I want to pull like just a bonus. I don't do this for every sign now, so feel special, my Leos. So yeah, I'm gonna pull just like a bonus row for you guys. Let me actually like scoot this over a bit so you guys can see a bit better. But yeah, I just want to do like a final bonus roll for you guys. See if there's any extra messages for you guys that maybe you should know about. Any extra energies coming through for the month of November that you should know about. Something wanted to flip over back there, but it didn't quite. Too many. Ugh. Come on. All right, what bonus message do you have? Oh, there we go. So you got the Six of Swords. Let's clarify the Six of Swords to see what this is exactly speaking to. Okay, it's clarified by the Judgment. It's funny because when I was shuffling earlier, one of the cards that popped out was the Judgment card. So I think it's interesting that me pulling like this bonus message for you all, it comes out again. That means it really wanted to come out and it's a message that you need to hear. So, okay, so you have the Six of Swords clarified by the Judgment card. Interesting. So Leo, what this lets me know is that you are going through a healing journey right now in your life. So, I mean, it could represent like you walking away from something, maybe, an old relationship. Maybe it could talk about like you just walking away from old unhealthy tendencies, unhealthy patterns that maybe you once possessed. And you're just kind of moving away from that. You are healing from that. It could also mean like actual travel. Like you could actually be like traveling. Like, so maybe you're moving, maybe you're going to take a trip that could lead to even more healing for you. But the fact that it's clarified by the Judgment, this card talks about like releasing judgment from like releasing judgment of yourself, and like being willing to like accept and release your past so that you can enjoy the next phase of your life. It's really just about this cycle of like surrender, release, forgive, so that way you can move on from the past and enjoy a more vibrant future. So, I mean, perhaps like you could be doing therapy. You could just, if you're not in therapy, you could just be having this like sort of self-awakening moment where you are just like, you know what, it's time for a change. I want to change these certain aspects of my life or certain things about myself, or, you know, what I choose to allow and don't allow, and just move forward. And this is a very important part of your life as well, because it's preparing you for what's to come, Leo. I mean, we all know, like, taking the time to actually like process your emotions, process your thoughts, and heal from them, only good things come from that. You know, it really opens the door for like just a more beautiful phase of your life. So very interesting. So I don't know. I think seeing all these together, Leo, like, yeah, maybe you're just like moving forward, like making changes in your life. Like, you know, you realize like there's like some things about yourself that needs to be changed, you know, so that way you're not like overly exhausted and like overworking yourself. And it looks like you're doing the work necessary internally to get better results out of your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, this is a prime example here. Like, you know, you manifesting, you know, but you basically like you healing, you raising your vibration, you know, to attract a better life, to attract a better partner or whatever, or, you know, just preparing for the next amazing phase of your life. And actually having a plan, like being like consciously aware enough to where like you know that like you need to be realistic and like you need to do the work necessary, so that way like you are in your best state, like you are showing up as the best version of yourself. I really think that is what this spread is trying to say. So to close out this reading, we are going to pull a card from my Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray. Oh my gosh, these cards are so big. They're so big compared to, you know, this deck. I always have trouble shuffling them. Whew, sheesh. All right. It's a workout. All right, so Angels and Ancestors, what final piece of advice do you have for my Leos for November 2021 to close out their reading? What final piece of advice do you have for Leos to close out their general reading for November 2021? What do they need to hear right now? All right, so you've got the Peacekeeper. It says, let go of the need to be right. And so I'm going to use my little booklet that it came with to dive deeper into the specific piece of advice it's trying to give us. So let's see, Peacekeeper. All right, so it says, choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. The extended message of this card says, you may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you'll know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you. Oh, Leo, how beautiful. What a beautiful way to close out your reading. But yes, that's what I have for you, my lovely Leos, for November 2021. Again, I hope it resonates or, you know, even even if all of it didn't resonate, I hope you found some messages in here that you could use. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful November.